How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Sectional championship in girls basketball as the Southside Lady Archers bring their 14-11 record to Homestead to take on the Homestead Lady Spartans, ranked number 2 in Class 4A in Indiana, 23-2 overall. Good evening and thank you for joining us on a Saturday night. I am Brett Rump, joined by Ryan Dellinger. And we're glad to have D.C. Hendricks back in the ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM studios, handling all of our studio engineering for this broadcast. Well, the Homestead Spartans have been the favorite not only to win a sectional, but a regional, a semi-state, and perhaps even a state championship all year long. They've got a couple of victories throughout the season against Southside, won a dominating 60-point win at the SAC Holiday Tournament, and then they also had a meeting earlier in January where Homestead was a 23-point winner over Southside. So the Archers did get things turned around from that first meeting when they met in the Holiday Tournament, but they turned it around enough to take on a very good Homestead team that averages over 70 points per game. Last night, they beat a good Jay County squad 62-39 to advance into tonight's championship game. Meanwhile, for Juanita Goodwell, she's taken over a young program or a young team this year. Not a lot of experience, but they have developed as the year has gone on. They're playing their best basketball as you get to tournament time. Will it be enough to knock off Homestead? That'll be the question. A team that has only a couple of seniors and relies heavily on sophomores and juniors will take on a Homestead team that actually, despite a great amount of experience, they're also very young, led mostly by a junior class that includes 2 sharpshooters from the outside in Madison Parker and Carissa McLaughlin. The two combined to score about 45 points per game. Also, they've got Jasmine Dice down low, who provides good post play. She also is just a junior. The seniors in the starting lineup, Savannah Buck runs the point, and Lily Kistler, a future IPFW Mastodon, is on the wing. She's long, she's athletic, she provides a lot of versatility, both inside and outside, for Coach Rod Parker. Parker in his 15th year at Homestead with 239 wins against 109 losses. Meanwhile, veteran coach Juanita Goodwell, 117 wins with 52 losses. Working her 7th season as the coach at Southside, is down manning the Lady Archers bench down to our right. Well, Ryan, this is just a question of whether Southside can force enough turnovers, control tempo and pace, and somehow find a way to stay close to Homestead.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little before we even came on the air tonight. The one thing that a Homestead does really good is they make you pay for every single mistake. If you turn the ball over, they're quick into transition. They have great outside shooting, and they have a good post presence in there. So you cannot make any mistakes giving them extra possessions. Can Southside slow them down? Nobody has proved in this area they can yet, so we'll see here shortly.
The winner of this sectional championship at Homestead will move into the Kokomo Regional next Saturday. They'll be slated to play the second game of the early session, and the winner of this game will take on the winner of the East Noble sectional, which is a battle tonight between the East Noble Lady Knights and the Snyder Lady Panthers. So we're just about set for the national anthem as the crowd continues to file in here to Homestead. Doesn't look like there'll be even as big a crowd tonight as there was last night as they play for the championship. But we will have the starting lineups and we'll have the opening tip of the sectional championship game of the Class 4A Homestead Sectional. Southside Homestead coming up on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. Make sure you're ready with all your tailgate favorites. Then try Aunt Millie's Deli Sub Buns or French Rolls. Or for extra flavor, try Aunt Millie's Deli Onion Buns. Visit upgradeyourbuns.com for a coupon and hashtag upgradeyourbuns to share your tailgate experience. Next game, you'll score big with buns from Aunt Millie's, family owned and operated in Fort Wayne. At Aunt Millie's, we love to bake.
The following message is brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach this problem of reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff can be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
With Ryan Dellinger, I am Brett Rump, courtside at Homestead High School, getting set for the Homestead Girls Basketball Sectional Championship between Southside and the Homestead Spartans. Southside 14-11 under Juanita Goodwell. They come into tonight with a Sagarin rating that places them 85th overall in the state, 55th in 4A. In the series over the last 15 years, South's beaten Homestead 14 of 26 times. Last time out, Homestead victorious 79-56. Taking a look at the starters for the Southside Lady Archers, Darshana Nathan is a 5'8 junior. Shamari Jackson, a 5'7 sophomore. Jakira Lacey, a 5'8 junior. Nadia Gonzalez is a 5'7 junior, and Joey Stanford, a 5'8 senior. The lineup probably tells you the type of game plan that Coach Goodwell will go with. A short, quick lineup and ball handlers trying to take care of the basketball and not give turnovers to Homestead, because in transition they are so effective because they can spot up and hit threes and also score on the drive. Starting lineup for the Homestead Ladies Spartans under Coach Rod Parker in his 15th year. They're 23-2 on the season. Their two losses, both coming in a couple of games where they played very highly ranked opponents during a grueling January schedule. Homestead will start their typical five. Madison Parker, a 5'8 junior. Carissa McLaughlin, a 5'8 junior, who scores about 26 points a game and will be heading on to the University of Florida to become a Florida Gator. Not this year, but next year. She's still got one more year of high school basketball. Savannah Buck runs the point, a 5'6 senior guard. Up front, Lindley Kessler, a 6-foot senior, and Jasmine Guy coming off knee injury. Guys has an effective year this year as a 5'11 junior, and she will play the post. Homestead wears the white uniforms, royal blue letters, numbers with the yellow trim. Meanwhile, for Southside, they're in the road black uniforms, green letters and numbers, and white trim. Juanita Goodwell looking up at the clock, asking a question. I'm not sure if it's the stanchion above the basket or what exactly she's looking at, but she's talking to Joe Updegrove, the athletic director here at Homestead. Not sure, Ryan, what she's exactly checking about the basket at that end. It'll be Homestead's basket during the first half. The basket that she's checking. Now Joe Updegrove will come down, explain to Rod Parker what Juanita Goodwell was asking about, and we'll get things underway. Ball's in the air, tip controlled by Homestead. Front court quickly. Carissa McLaughlin pops it up top to Savannah Buck. Right side Parker, near the corner to Kistler. Back up the sideline to Madison Parker. Kistler looks inside. Looks like zone. Is it a zone or a matchup for Southside?
Yeah,
There's Buck.
Matchup, isn't it, at this point?
Looks like They really are matching up everywhere McLaughlin goes. Somebody is picking her up. Kistler on the right wing. In the corner. Parker will shoot it. It's a three. Count it for Madison Parker. Well, if you're going to key on McLaughlin, Parker can pretty much line him up and drill him from outside as well. And Homestead's in front 3-0. We've played 40 seconds.
Yeah, good patience by the Lady Spartans there. They had the ball for quite a while and just finally worked it for a good shot.
It is man-to-man defense for Homestead. They've got two bigs out there, and the bigs are going to have to match up against 5'7", 5'8" players. Southside going with a short, quick lineup. Outside, Gonzalez. On the dribble near the top of the key. It's tied up on help defense. McLaughlin jumped in. Tied up Gonzalez. The arrow points to Southside. Lady Archers keep the basketball. They trail 3-0 with 1:05 gone.
Yeah, Southside and their offensive side of the ball here, they're really keeping the floor really spread out.
Gonzalez outside. Shakira Lacey cross courts it to Joey Stanford. Stanford, the lone senior on the floor. In the corner, Shamari Jackson up top to Lacey. Lacey with the reddish fro and the black headband drives, puts up a runner with the left hand, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Jasmine Geist of Homestead. Buck front court, Parker in the corner. Goes to Kistler, drives baseline as she goes up at the basket. There's a blocking foul called on Southside. Should put Lindley Kistler to the free throw line. The foul on Joey Stanford. 5'8" senior, one of two on Southside's roster, and instead they'll inbound the ball. Looked like she was going up trying to get a shot.
Certainly did.
Down low, Geist got position, and Jasmine Geist lays it in. They worked it around the perimeter, and down in the low block, Geist got the body in front of her man, and it was an easy layup. 5-0 Homestead. Now drive, Nathan tries to force it at the basket. No whistle, no bucket. Taken down by Homestead. McLaughlin, front court Buck. Extra pass down to Parker, and as Parker goes up, she's hacked. And it's number 2 on Joey Stanford early. Only 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the game. Chuck Woolery would like that. It's Joey Stanford who doesn't like it, picking up her second personal foul, and she's going to have to sit down as Madison Parker steps to the free throw line to shoot a pair with a 5-0 lead. No good on the first free throw.
Well, three-pointer she's good at. It's that.
It depends if the line has an arch to it or it's a straight line.
Yep.
Parker will get another try. The sub that comes in is Tenise Chapman, a 5'11 sophomore. So now Southside will play with a post presence as Parker drains the second free throw. And it's 6-0. Parker has 4 of Homestead's points. Front court, Darshana Nathan runs the point. Standing near the center circle, she calls for help up high and gets it from Jakira Lacey. Lacey between the rings, throws high half court, near sideline to Shamari Jackson. She'll take it to the center of the floor, guarded by Lindley Kistler. Crossover and a drive in the lane. Down low, it goes to Chapman. Chapman will pump fake, and there's a whistle. A hack on the arm underneath, called against Homestead. The foul is on Jasmine Geist. That will be her first and the first on the team with 5:31 remaining in our first quarter. 6-0 Spartans. Southside to inbound. Shamari Jackson throws it into the corner to Lacey. Lacey takes it to the elbow, through the lane, puts it up with the left hand. No, rebound to Geist of Homestead. Gives it in the backcourt to McLaughlin. And she feeds it right back to Geist, who lays it in. Geist beat Tenise Chapman to the basket, and a beautiful pass by McLaughlin makes it 8-0 Spartans. Geist now with 4 points.
Yeah, Southside was concentrating on all the perimeter players. Forgot about Geist running right down the middle of the floor.
Jackson over on the left wing. Nathan launches, nothing but air on the 3-ball attempt, and taken in the far sideline by Carissa McLaughlin on the dribble. She kicks out. Buck is open. Her 3. Iron no. Weak side rebound Geist. Kick out to McLaughlin. Her 3 misses. Offensive rebound Parker. She throws it outside to Buck. Homestead will get another shot. It's Kistler up top from the top of the key. 3-ball Lindley Kistler. 11-0 Spartans, and a timeout called by Southside. We'll take a break. You are listening to Extra Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Back at Homestead High School, Brett Rumble along with Ryan Dallinger. We've got a quick start for the Homestead Spartans. Probably not what Juanita Goodwell was hoping for. Playing a team for the third time that's already beaten the Soundly twice.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought Southside started to get into a little bit of an offensive rhythm there. Maybe not this last possession, but the one before that, they had the floor really well spread out. They were able to move the ball around the perimeter and then get a one-on-one drive in a dish, but nothing, they just couldn't score out of it.
11-0 Spartans. Here's Chapman driving and had it stripped as she drove down the lane. McLaughlin again takes it coast to coast. Basket good. McLaughlin takes it all the way to the hoop, scores her first bucket. It's 13-0. Now in the backcourt, south side gets the ball knocked away, and it goes out of bounds at near midcourt. Last touch by Jasmine Geist. Fired up Homestead team. They look ready to play, and that was one of the questions I had yesterday for Rod Parker. Do you ever overlook anybody? I mean, it's got to be a concern when you play a team that you've beaten soundly twice this year, but it looks like Homestead's totally prepared. There's a block shot by Geist. Here comes Homestead again. Parker to the corner, up the sideline to Buck, all the way around the perimeter where McLaughlin gets a good look at a three from the corner, rimmed around and came out. Rebound to East Chapman to south side.
That ball was 3/4 of the way in the hoop.
Front court for the Southside Lady Archers, still looking for their first points. 4.5 minutes into the contest. 13-0. Spartans with the lead. Southside the basketball going right to left. Black uniforms, green letters, numbers. With the point, it's Shamari Jackson. At the elbow, bounces it over on the wing to Chapman, and she had it knocked away as she put it on the ground. Here comes Homestead the other way. McLaughlin to the basket. Layup good. She gets so much credit for her outside shooting, but she's also a great finisher, taking it to the basket. 15-0. McLaughlin with 4 points. Up top, Lacey. She'll drive. Get it knocked away. Ball free, and it's going to be chased all the way into Homestead's front court where McLaughlin gets it. Drives, and as she goes up, she gets fouled, and Carissa McLaughlin will go to the line. And somehow McLaughlin got that ball away from 3 Southside Archers when it went into Southside's backcourt.
The 2 Archers players got their feet tangled up, and she ended up with the ball.
15-0. Homestead leads, and to the line, Carissa McLaughlin. 5'8" junior. Good. Rolled it in. Got some iron, but a shooter's roll.
Homestead going on one of those IU basketball runs like IU did the other night when they went on the 25-0 run at the end of the half.
16-0. 2:51 still left in the opening quarter. Good. Got them both. McLaughlin now with 6 quick points, 17-0. Again, the full court pressure. Looks like almost a 1-2-2. Ball into the front court where it's Jones. Her floater in the lane, no. Chapman offensive rebound, and Southside's got on the board. 2:38 mark, first quarter, 17-2. An offensive putback for Chapman. The first points for the Lady Archers. Now Homestead in their front court. At the foul line, McLaughlin drives, puts it up with the left hand, didn't get it. Fights for her own rebound, got it. Kick outside, Kistler. Up top, Parker. 3 ball is off left, but the rebound goes to Geist. Southside can't rebound, and it leaves an open shooter, McLaughlin, and she'll bury the 3. Fighting for those rebounds gets them out of position, and Homestead gets the offensive board and finds the shooter. Now quickly the other way, a floater, good baseline for Makiba Jones for Southside, 20-4. All the points are off the bench for Southside. Corner, Kistler. Up on the wing, Parker. In the lane, Geist. Outside, Kistler. Extra pass, Parker. She'll shoot it. Back iron on the 3. No. But another offensive rebound goes to McLaughlin. Buck back to McLaughlin. Drives baseline. Gives in the lane. Geist goes up strong and didn't get it. Got her own rebound and put it up. Didn't get it. A lot of contact. Physical play. No whistle. And somehow Parker just stole it away. Homestead has the ball back, and then there's a whistle. Homestead relentless on the boards, stealing the ball, just not letting Southside do anything easy. And the foul is called on Southside's Maya Jones, a 5'7" sophomore. That's their 4th foul. Homestead has 1 team foul here in the first half. Minute 26 left, first quarter, 20-4. Kistler will drive baseline. Pop out, put it up off the glass, didn't get it. Got her own rebound, had it slapped away, but it goes to her teammate Geist, who misses from in close. And this rebound goes to Jones, or rather, Makiba Jones for Southside. Front court, she'll give it up to Amaya Jones. Right side, high half court to Shamari Jackson. She'll center the floor. Crossover. She takes it to the foul line. Spin at the 15-foot stripe. Can't get past McLaughlin, so she gives it up. And then Jones, Amaya Jones, just carried the basketball. A palming call will turn it over, and so Homestead will get it back, leading 20-4 with 53.2 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Jasmine Geist already has 5 rebounds. She could be on pace for a double-double tonight.
McLaughlin out on the wing to Savannah Buck. Buck, top of the key, throws it far corner to McLaughlin. Up on the wing to Madison Parker. Parker drops it down baseline, post and Kistler. Skip pass far side to Buck. She'll drive, try to bounce it into the lane. It's a bad pass, and it's stolen by Southside. And then they give it right back. In the corner, McLaughlin had a hand on it, but she knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Homestead's Carissa McLaughlin. It'll stay Southside basketball, and the sub will come in off Rod Parker's bench. Nicole Weaver, a 5'8" senior, checks in. Savannah Buck sits down. Also, Taryn Klein, a 5'9" junior, comes in for Lindley Kistler. 25 seconds left, first quarter, 20-4. Homestead leading it over Southside. Breaking the press, that's an over and back. Denise Chapman made the catch right in the center circle. As she turned to dribble, she went back into the backcourt. And another turnover for Southside on the over and back call. Gives it to Homestead with the Lady Spartans leading at 20-4 and 18 seconds left as the clock ticks away here at the end of the first quarter. Weaver to McLaughlin. She's got 11 seconds. She'll shoot it and didn't get it. Long rebound, bounces out to Parker. She'll take the 15-footer and hit it with 5 seconds. 22-4. Midcourt. Here's Chapman, and she won't even shoot it. The quarter comes to an end. All Homestead here in the first 8 minutes. 22-4 over Southside. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
For over 65 years, Don R. Frucci Incorporated has been building the industry that is building America. Their equipment installation skills range from handling heavy machinery to precision alignment. They serve all types of industry and are comfortable with any project size. Please call them in Fort Wayne at 260-749-8502. Outstanding universities and programs need our support. The Frucci team includes several Purdue graduates. Please join them in saluting Purdue University and Purdue Athletics.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Sectional championship basketball from Homestead High School. Brett Rump with Ryan Dellinger. We start the second quarter with Homestead leading at 22-4, and they have the basketball. Weaver to Klein at the foul line. Back outside, Weaver. She'll take aim. Launch a three, no. Offensive rebound goes to McLaughlin, and they just keep getting offensive boards. Skip pass, left wing, Parker. Bounces, shoots it, hits a three. The assist to McLaughlin. Parker another three ball, and it's 25-4. Southside breaks pressure. In the front court, it goes to Hackbarth. Down underneath, the ball taken by Parker. Here comes Homestead the other way. McLaughlin, she'll attack to the basket, draw contact, and Carissa McLaughlin stepping to the free throw line to shoot two. 7:17 remaining in the second quarter. 25-4 Homestead, and Carissa McLaughlin steps to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The foul was number 2 on Amaya Jones. Good on the front of the first of two. Kistler will check back in for Homestead, replacing Jasmine Geist, who will get a rest. Geist gets a nice hand, working hard on the boards for Homestead. Now McLaughlin in double figures with 10, and she has 11. Nothing but net on the free throws. 27-4. 7:15 left to play before intermission. Front court, South. Pull up from the baseline. 12 feet out. Nothing but net for Maikiba Jones.
That's really her game right there, isn't it? From about 8 to 10 feet out.
She's got 4 points, and it's 27-6. Front court for Homestead. Klein gives it up between the rings to Weaver. Top of the key. Bounce pass all the way down baseline to Kistler. Immediately outside to Parker. Back to Kistler in the corner. Kistler takes it up on the wing. Throws top of the key. It was deflected, but it got its way to Weaver. Weaver circles and throws left side to McLaughlin. Corner to Kistler. Bounce pass underneath the basket is behind Weaver. A bad pass that goes out of bounds, and a turnover for Homestead will give it to Southside.
I think Kistler thought Weaver was going to stop down there on the block, and she continued through along the baseline and just wasn't there. But really, that's only their second turnover here in the first half. So hopefully Southside can. They're trying to get dribble penetration. It just hasn't been there yet.
In the corner, it goes to Jones. Long pass up top of the key. A long three, Nathan. Iron, no. Rebound taken in the lane by McLaughlin. 5 boards for Carissa McLaughlin. She'll cross over. Nice move down the baseline. Then has to throw it to no one. And when she took the bump down low, her feet stumbled, and they'll call a travel on McLaughlin and give the ball to Southside. 6:15 remains before halftime. 27-6. It's Homestead leading. Southside the basketball. Nathan throws near sideline to Hackbarth. Takes it all the way to the baseline where Jones will put up another floater. Didn't get this one, and on the rebound, a foul. It'll be called on Nadia Gonzalez of Southside. No, it's on Denise Chapman.
Yeah,
Chapman, a 5'11 sophomore, picking up her first foul. It's the 6th on the team, so Homestead will go to the bonus on the next foul against the Archers.
Yeah, I think she went over number 10 there, Taryn Klein.
In the middle of the lane, Klein. Outside, McLaughlin. She's got a look and misses the three from the corner. Chapman the rebound for Southside. Outlet to Nathan. Quickly front court. Nathan out to the right wing to Jones. She'll fire a three. Miss it. Chapman goes up over Klein. Got the rebound and then put it in. Taryn Klein, 5'9". Chapman listed at 5'11". The girth is where you see the difference, and Chapman just totally overpowered Klein down low.
Most definitely. She's tough when she gets that ball down low.
27-8. Here's Homestead. Parker left open. You can't do that. Parker drains it for three. There's 2 shooters out there you can't give looks. McLaughlin and Parker, because they will make you pay. And right now, both of them into double figures. Parker has 12, 11 scored by McLaughlin, and it's 30-8. Homestead, a 22-point advantage. We go under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Nathan from the right elbow throws outside to Gonzalez. On a crossover from the left angle, takes it to the foul line and loses the handle, dribbles it all the way out to midcourt. Nathan will take over again. Balance the floor to start the offense. Throws right sideline to Hackbarth. Back up top, Nathan. Lob into the lane, trying to get it to Chapman, and it's off her hands. A turnover for Southside. Homestead in the front court. McLaughlin drives in the lane. A kick in the corner. Wide open Kistler. Three is in, out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's grabbed by Southside, and then they throw it away. Buck has it for Homestead. Down low, her pass intended for McLaughlin. Too far in front of McLaughlin under the hoop, and it goes out of bounds baseline. Last touch by Carissa McLaughlin, and it'll be Southside's ball.
Yeah, when you see Southside's offense here tonight, when their point guard or the guard who's there out front starts driving, their wing players are rotating up. If they'd rotate down, that'd pull that defensive player down to the baseline with them. But they're really not doing that, rotating up, and they're instantly into a double team rather than getting down to the baseline with a player down there.
We've played half the second quarter, and it's 30-8. Homestead with a 22-point advantage over the Southside Lady Archers. Southside working. Homestead defensively. A loose zone, it appeared, and then there's a shot miss. Kistler the rebound. Her outlet is too far in front of McLaughlin, and I'm sure Rod Parker not pleased with a couple of careless mistakes here with his Lady Spartans comfortably in front, 30-8. They've had a couple of weak turnovers here in the last couple of possessions. Now Southside has the basketball. Darshana Nathan between the circles over on the right angle to Shamari Jackson. Back to Nathan. Long pass in the corner goes to Makiba Jones. She'll throw it down in the post. And Denise Chapman just overpowers 3 Spartans near the basket and scores.
Her and
6 points off the bench for Chapman, 30-10.
Her and Kyla Covington from Snyder remind me so much of each other in the way they play.
And a jumper in the lane missed by Geist. Rebound goes to Southside. Front court. Here comes Jackson all the way to the baseline, and she might have lost her footing. No, it's a foul. Thought she might have stumbled. But they'll call the foul on Jasmine Geist, and I believe that is number 2 on Jasmine Geist with 3:14 remaining in the half.
Yeah, she's the only player with any fouls for the Spartans.
Yep, 2 team fouls, 6 called against Southside. So the Lady Archers inbound in their front court. Gonzalez up top to Darshana Nathan. We approach 3 minutes left in the second quarter. It's 30-10 Homestead. Foul line, Chapman. She'll turn face, drive the right side of the lane, and as she goes up, they're going to call a foul on Jasmine Geist, who Chapman was just running right over. Geist picks up number 3, and again, it's 3 fouls on Homestead, all 3 of them on Jasmine Geist, and the fans here at Homestead not happy about that call.
Yeah,
at the line, it's Chapman. She's good on the first.
I would have said that was probably more on Lindsley Kistler there for reaching in than Jasmine Geist, but either way, she's going to have to sit down for the rest of this half.
2:59 remaining before halftime, and it's 30-11 as Chapman converts on that first of 2. The second one is short, and the rebound taken on a bounce by Lindley Kistler of Homestead. Midcourt, Savannah Buck to Kistler, top of the key, launching and missing on the 3, but an offensive tip, and Homestead keeps possession. Outside, it's Carissa McLaughlin. Up top, Buck. She'll drive in the lane, kick in the far corner. Jumper on the way by Weaver, no. Another offensive rebound. This one to Parker. She's trapped between 2 Archers and the ball tied up. And the arrow points to Southside.
Good defense that time by Southside. A little bit more, I think, of what Juanita Jones wanted them to play, or Goodwill wanted them to play.
Southside into the front court. Jones at midcourt. Throws near the high post. Nathan out on the wing. She'll drive down to the low block. Bounce it to Chapman, but it was a bad pass. Intercepted by Homestead. Another turnover for Southside. They trail at 30-11. And Homestead is in the front court with the lead in the basketball. In the corner, McLaughlin dribbles it up the arc. Back on the wing to Kistler. Cutter in the lane is Buck. Buck catches, goes up to shoot, and she gets hacked on the arm. And Savannah Buck will go to the free throw line. The foul is the 7th against Southside, and Makiba Jones picks up her first. Savannah Buck, senior point guard, stepping to the free throw line where she gets 2, and no good. Homestead's been stuck on 30 for a long time.
Yeah, they have. You know, Southside could string something together here and get it down maybe to 9 or 10 points before halftime. Maybe they make a game of this yet.
And Buck good on the second free throw. 31-11, a 20-point advantage for Homestead. Here's Nathan against full court pressure. Bounces it near sideline to Jackson in the front court. Jackson dribbles to the free throw line. Then gets double teamed, and the ball stolen. 2-on-1. Buck to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin will score the layup.
That was dangerous play right there.
Almost undercut.
Yeah.
33-11. Minute 45 left, and we're going to have a timeout called by Southside. Right when it looked like there was going to be a turnover, Juanita Goodwell alertly got the timeout call with a minute 42 remaining in our second quarter. 33-11. Homestead the lead. Southside's done a pretty good job of limiting the three ball, or Homestead at least not hitting them. But the problem for Southside is they can't rebound. Getting nothing off the rebound.
Yeah, 0 off the rebounds. You know, they're being out-rebound like 16 to 7 right now in this game by the Lady Spartans, and they're having a hard time. And then they're having a hard time with this token press they're putting on, too. So Homestead has played good defense. In fact, I think Homestead's shooting's been a little off tonight.
It has, and one thing Homestead's done well defensively is when Southside puts the ball on the bounce, they have a double team sneak in really quick, and it seems to rattle whoever's on the dribble, and it's forced them into some turnovers. And we've talked about how dangerous Homestead is in transition because they've got shooters and they've got finishers. Front court for Southside, trailing 33-11, last minute and a half. There's Gonzalez, got a good look at a three, and Nadia Gonzalez buries it. From the left side, Gonzalez three ball makes it 33-14. Parker drives baseline, gives it outside to Kistler. Weaver, far corner, Parker, three, and it's in and out, but another offensive rebound. Kistler kicks it out to Weaver. She'll try from the top of the key. She'll miss a three. And the rebound to Southside's Nadia Gonzalez. Here comes Nathan, driving all the way to the basket. Got a whistle, didn't get the bucket, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul is on Homestead's Madison Parker. Well, Homestead with 14 fouls. That's the first one that hasn't been whistled against Jasmine Geist.
Yeah.
Darshana Nathan to the free throw line, a 5'8 junior. Flips it, and in and out, no good.
When it's not your night, it's not your night sometimes.
33-14, and checking in, a freshman for Rod Parker. 6-foot freshman, Haley Swing, will check in for Nicole Weaver. So on the floor for Rod Parker's Homestead Lady Spartans, got Kistler and Swing the front line. The wings are Parker and McLaughlin, and Buck will run the point. Second free throw is good. 33-15. Quickly in the front court, Homestead, Kistler underneath Parker. Parker puts it up, tried to draw contact, didn't get it. Offensive rebound, back to Parker, trying a second time, no. This rebound goes off Haley Swing. It was touched by Southside before crossing the baseline and belongs to Homestead under their basket.
Think they'll play for one shot?
No.
I'm going to say no as well.
50.4 seconds. Inbound goes to the foul line where Kistler just catches and shoots. Not only did they not play for one shot, they didn't play more than 1 second with the ball in play. Kistler scores, and it's 35-15. Now Southside in the front court, Nathan in the corner. Up the sideline to Gonzalez. Poked away. Head stolen by Savannah Buck. She looks. She's got a 2-on-1. Bounce pass over to McLaughlin. Bank shot, too strong. Rebound on the floor, tied up. Arrow points to Homestead.
Yeah, I think McLaughlin got fouled pretty good there, and Southside got away with one there. But either way, man, she can attack the basket, can't she? One thing nice about that is she just went straight up with the basket with the ball rather than kind of going forward and getting a charge.
Inbound, Kistler, short bank, no, and the rebound pulled away strong by Denise Chapman to Southside. Last 19 seconds. Here's Jackson at the top of the key. Left sideline to Nadia Gonzalez. The clock to 13. Skips it all the way far wing to Jones. She'll shoot the three and iron no. Kistler a rebound with 8 seconds. Homestead's got time. To Buck midcourt with 4. Finds Parker. Steps up to the three-point line. Shoots it. Execution in the final seconds. Homestead played it perfectly. And Madison Parker's three sends the teams to the locker room with Homestead leading at 38-15 over Southside. We'll take a break, and you're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Don R. Frucci Incorporated serves industry with equipment installation, steel construction, custom steel fabrication, specialized hauling, and equipment warehousing. We differentiate ourselves by minimizing customer risks and problems. We meet required schedules, meet customer quality requirements, plan with a focus on safety, and work with our customers to find project cost savings. If you want your project done safely, with care, on schedule, and with a concern for cost, please call us in Fort Wayne at 260-749-8502.
Make sure you're ready with all your tailgate favorites. Then try Aunt Millie's Deli Sub Buns or French Rolls. Or for extra flavor, try Aunt Millie's Deli Onion Buns. Visit upgradeyourbuns.com for a coupon and hashtag upgradeyourbuns to share your tailgate experience. Next game, you'll score big with buns from Aunt Millie's, family owned and operated in Fort Wayne. At Aunt Millie's, we love to bake.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Homestead got out to a blistering start in this one, scoring the first 11 points of the game. Actually, I think they extended it to 13 points before Southside finally got a bucket. And that's basically been the difference. Homestead has just maintained control, and they're up 23 here at the break against the Southside Lady Archers, a team they've already beaten twice so far this year. Homestead looking to improve to 24-2 and get into the regional next week, where they will play whoever wins up in Kendallville at East Noble, between the East Noble Lady Knights and the Snyder Lady Panthers. And we're trying to get an idea on whether we can get a score from that one, and we so far have not been able to find the score. If you do get a score on Snyder and East Noble, don't forget to text it to us at 46862. You can text us any of the scores of area high school basketball games to 46862. So at halftime, 38-15 the score. Homestead leading it over Southside. And to check a rundown of our halftime stats, we turn it over to Ryan Dellinger.
First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Southside Lady Archers. They've got 1 point from Darshana Nathan. 4 from Makiba Jones. Nadia Gonzalez has 3, and Denise Chapman off the bench tonight is leading them in scoring with 7 points and 4 rebounds. For the Homestead Lady Spartans, they got some strong scoring tonight. Jasmine Geist has got 4 points and 5 rebounds. Lindley Kistler has 5 points and also 5 rebounds. Savannah Buck off the bench has 1 point. Carissa McLaughlin has 13 points and 5 rebounds. And leading the way for the Lady Spartans is Maddie Parker in her hot shooting tonight with 15 points for the Lady Spartans. So Homestead hitting on all cylinders, no letdown tonight for them.
Earlier today, the IBFW Mastodons lost a tough one on the road to North Dakota State, 62-46. Mastodons will return home to take on the Denver Pioneers, who have won 2 straight. In fact, Denver's 2 wins this week, both coming against teams that were tied for first heading into the week. So actually, Denver did IPFW a little bit of a favor this week by beating both IUPUI and then Omaha. But IBFW loses in a place where North Dakota State, no matter what kind of team they have, they just never lose. They had a 31-game home court winning streak snapped earlier this year. They bounced back to win 3 in a row. They've won 47 of their last 50 on their home floor. And they were good today. IPFW wasn't. They didn't shoot the ball very well. That's one of their strengths. And when you don't play to your strengths, you get yourself spanked. And IPFW got spanked on the road, 62-46. And as Coach Kaufman said in the postgame, we just battled and fought, and I thought we were going to make a run. So I went with the guys that I thought were capable of making the run. When we didn't make it, we were out of gas. And he said, I may have made a mistake in the rotation. The players obviously didn't shoot the ball well. And so IBFW falls today on the road at North Dakota State. Coming up tomorrow, we're your home for Super Bowl 50. Be sure to tune in. If you can't watch the game, we'd love to have you listening to it right here on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM. All of the coverage being brought to you from Westwood 1. I believe it's Kevin Harlan on the call for the Super Bowl tomorrow right here on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM. Also, I hope you've had a chance to tune in and continue to tune in to the Sports Rush. Weekday afternoons, 4 to 6, local sports every day. I'm your host, along with our producer, D.C. Hendricks. And this week, if you didn't catch Sports Rush, missed a very good week. We had a lot of the guys on National Signing Day in the area that signed their letters of intent. We had a chance to talk to Purdue coach Matt Painter yesterday and more. It's local programming or local sports talk in the afternoon, 4 to 6 with a Sports Rush.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it was, it's really, I'm so happy that we have a evening show again here in Fort Wayne, and I thought what you did on Wednesday with those boys on National Signing Day is exactly what the city of Fort Wayne's looking for, and getting some recognition for some boys that worked very, very hard in the, not just in the off season, but all season long. Vince Skoranek and Isaac Stiebling and Aiden Smith, and then he followed that up with a great interview with Mike Lito, who's a mentor to many of those boys, and it just shows you what kind of character and what type of players we have here in Fort Wayne, and it's great to hear that on the radio.
And I appreciate that, and I got to tell you a funny story about Ben Skoranek. When you talk on the radio, your face is somewhat anonymous, right? So I was stopping and picking up a drink yesterday before coming out here to Homestead to do the show, and it's about 3:15 or so, and I stop at a convenience store just down the road from Homestead. And right there in line is Ben Skoranek. Well, I just talked to him on the radio, for 5-6 minutes a couple of days before. I said hello, and he looked at me like he'd never seen me in his life. And he hadn't ever seen me. And I realized when I said hello, it's like, well, I know who he is because he's on TV. I know Ben Skoranek from watching him play basketball. Had no clue who I was. It's like, well, you might know your voice if you talk enough. But when he looked at me and I said hello, he looked at me like I was some kind of weirdo. And so I said, I'm the guy that talked to you on the radio the other day. And then he was real nice, real polite, of course. Great young men. All three of them that we talked to. Aiden Smith, Isaac Stiebling, and Ben Skoranek. All great young men.
Good character guys. Northwestern's getting two good ball players and two great kids, and obviously Isaac Stiebling going off to Eastern Michigan. And also congratulations to all of the kids that signed on National Signing Day, not just those three boys. I think football's in a great place here in Fort Wayne as far as the competition. But what I can tell you is we've done all these girls games this year. Where is the SAC going to be next year?
Yeah.
Concordia's going to be good. Homestead's going to be good.
Nobody's going to graduate.
Southside, Snyder, Brewers,
so many young, talented players. Halftime here of the Homestead Sectional Championship game, and Homestead leading at 38-15 over the Southside Lady Archers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got third quarter action on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
This Purdue Sports broadcast is brought to you locally by attorney Randy Kmeyer with the law firm of Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith. Randy Kmeyer is a proud Purdue alumni serving the legal needs of Boiler fans throughout Northeast Indiana. Raised in Fort Wayne, Randy Kmeyer has been serving Northeast Indiana's legal needs for over 20 years and supports Purdue sports and the Purdue Club of Fort Wayne. So, Boiler fans, if you've got legal needs, contact Randy Kmeyer at Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith in downtown Fort Wayne. Call 422-1515 or online at hawkhaney.com.
We ask kids what it took to be a dad. This is what they had to say.
A father is always present. I mean, what real father figure can you have if they're not there?
In order to be a good dad, you need to love your son. You need to put gas in your car so you don't break down in the middle of nowhere. And you need to make them breakfast. Yep.
I mean, just to maybe play like a board game with me, or to just stay home and play some video games with me. Just to do like that one little thing is what I really look forward to. I'm not asking him to be a perfect dad, but he should try. He's just a constant force in my life. There's no other type of love like a dad's love because it's not comparable to anything else.
Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
With our studio engineer, D.C. Hendricks, I am Brett Rump, along with Ryan Dellinger courtside. It's the Homestead Class 4A Sectional Championship game in girls basketball. And at halftime, Homestead leads it over Southside, 38-15. The winner of this game will move on to the Kokomo Regional and play the second morning session game, where they'll take on the winner of the East Noble Sectional. And I know we've got a halftime score on that one.
We do. East Noble leads at halftime, 32-25 over the Snyder Lady Panthers. And one final from earlier today, it was Bethany Christian over Blackhawk Christian, 40-36 at the Hamilton Sectional.
Southside will start with the basketball, moving left to right. On the left wing, it's Jackson throwing to the low post. Denise Chapman goes to work, dribbles through the lane, and puts it up with the right hand off glass. Good. Denise Chapman has been a bright spot off the bench. 9 points. Down low. Geist got open, and Geist lays it in. Well, Chapman scored at one end, but might have been beaten down the floor as Geist hits the bucket. Geist starts the second half with 3 fouls, and here's a free ball stolen away by Homestead. 40-17. Just underway in the third quarter. Again, Geist beat Chapman down low, and Geist lays it in. And that's going to force Juanita Goodwell to summon Tony Starks off her bench. She'll check in at the next whistle, and the whistle will come now as Southside just turned the ball over again.
That's their 12th turnover of the night.
Starks will actually come in for Makiba Jones. So Chapman will stay out. Perhaps in this matchup defense that they're playing, perhaps it was Jones missing the assignment on Geist.
Well, you may be right, but right now, Denise Chapman has that assignment.
42-17. Homestead the ball. Here's Geist down in the low block. Cut off. Outside to McLaughlin. From the top of the key, she misses another 3. Rebound Chapman for Southside. Outlet midcourt goes to Darshana Nathan. Kick it out on the wing, where it's a 3 for Stanford, no good. Offensive rebound, Chapman missed once, got it back, put it in. And Geist can't do anything with Chapman down there because Geist doesn't want to pick up a 4th foul.
No, not at all.
Matador defense.
Yeah, Denise Chapman's into double figures now. 11 points.
She's got 11 of the 19 that Southside has scored. A minute and a half into our third quarter, it's 42-19.
And she's got 6 rebounds already.
Down low, Kistler gets a whistle, almost got the bucket, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The Southside foul is whistled against Tony Starks. It will be her first. And the first foul whistled here in the second half. Lindley Kistler steps to the free throw line. Good. Saw Kistler's 2 free throws be the difference against Lawrence North early in January. Solid free throw shooter. Shoots it kind of quick with a quick release, but very effective at the foul line. 44-19 after 2 Kistler free throws. Dribbling into the front court, Nathan almost lost it, but gets it to Jackson. She had it knocked away, and then Geist comes up and bumps into Jackson and just picks up her 4th foul. And she immediately starts heading for the bench. She knew it. Just got caught in no man's land. It's like having your hand caught in the cookie jar a little bit. She saw the ball kind of bounce free. She was lunging for it, but in doing so, ran right into Jackson.
As soon as she did it, she walked straight to the bench. She didn't even wait for Coach Parker to get somebody up. Under 6 minutes left, third quarter, 44-19. Homestead the lead, South the ball. Posting, Chapman just overpowered. Haley Swing, the freshman. Haley meet Chapman. Now she just drove it right into her and scored down low. And Chapman now with 13 points. But not nearly enough for Southside as a team. They still trail by 23. And here's McLaughlin driving baseline. There's a collision with Chapman. And they'll call it a blocking foul on Denise Chapman. She was probably about a half a step away from getting that. But that's 2 fouls. Number 2 on Chapman. Homestead will inbound in their front court. Here's Parker on a set inbounds play. They get McLaughlin. A good look from the corner, and Carissa
So McLaughlin rewards Homestead, who ran the play for her on the out of bounds and set some good screens to give her a three-point look, and she buries it. 16 points now for McLaughlin, 47-21, and then Homestead forces a turnover out of the full court pressure.
Southside just having a hard time dealing with that. It's almost like a box, like a diamond in one press.
5:15 remaining. We're in the third quarter. 47-21, Lady Spartans trying to win the sectional here on their home floor. McLaughlin had it knocked away. Saves it. Sideline up top to Kistler. Homestead keeps possession. There's Parker between the circles. Buck. She will slow things down and call out a play. The senior kind of taking charge. There's Parker. Right side, left side, Buck. She shoots the three, missed it. Rebound goes to Chapman. Something Southside couldn't do much of in the first half was rebound, but Chapman changes that. A drive all the way to the basket. Sanford missed it. Offensive rebound. Jones underneath. Puts it up and under and missed. This rebound, Chapman, and Chapman will clear some space with her body and then lay it in. 15 for Denise Chapman. It's 47-23.
She's up to 8 rebounds.
Corner three, Kistler. Iron, no. And there's another rebound for Denise Chapman and a foul on Homestead. Denise Chapman has taken over this game for Southside, but the Lady Archers are still down 47-23. 4:18 remains, third quarter. Across the timeline, Joey Stanford picks up a dribble in a bad spot. Double team, throws to the sideline to Makiba Jones, and there's a foul. And it's Haley Swing that'll be guilty of foul number 2.
Back-to-back fouls.
Yes, and they get Swing with 2 fouls. You've already got Jasmine Geist on the bench with 4. And then a travel against Joey Stanford of Southside will turn the ball back over to Homestead. I'm not sure if you've got turnovers on that stat sheet.
I do.
But you'd be running out of ink if you're tracking them because Southside's got a ton.
14. And we still got 4 minutes to go here in the third.
47-23 the score. Homestead leads it. Leads Southside 100-40 at the SAC Holiday Tournament. Southside turned that into just a 23-point loss when they played 2 weeks later. McLaughlin in the corner, up the sideline to Kistler. Up high, right side, Buck. Back left to Kistler. On the left wing, now it's McLaughlin. She'll skip it, cross-courting it to Buck. Corner to Parker. She can't drive, so she sends it on the wing to McLaughlin. Dribbles to the foul line, goes up with a 15-footer and got hacked on the wrist. Joey Stanford will pick up her third foul. Stanford got pulled early in the game when she picked up 2 quick fouls in the first couple of minutes. Sat the rest of the first half. Now she has 3 with 3:31 remaining in the third quarter. And Haley Swing will be replaced by Nicole Weaver. Free throw for McLaughlin makes it 48-23.
You notice when Homestead has the ball, how hard they pass the ball. I mean, it's like you better have your hands ready because if not, they're going to break your fingers as hard as they pass the ball, which is very good. Very good way to pass the ball.
Both free throws good for McLaughlin. It's now a 26-point lead, 49-23, Southside front court. Jones in the corner, up top to Darshana Nathan. Dribbles to the right, throws right wing to Stanford. Back up top to Darshana Nathan, top of the key. Stanford right wing, launching. 3 on the way. Halfway down, came back out. Lindley Kistler with the rebound for Homestead. Outlet goes mid-court to Parker, to Madison Parker, not a Buck. She drives in, flips outside on the wing to Parker, dribbles around the arc, and then throws right wing to McLaughlin. Quick release on the 3, and McLaughlin, nothing but nylon.
21 points now.
21 for McLaughlin. It's 52-23. Chapman at the foul line, spins in the lane, throws it up off the glass, missed it. Offensive rebound try off of Makiba Jones, and then they'll give it to Southside.
Yeah, Coach Parker's in a state of shock right
It looked
now.
like Jones went up, tried to grab it, and it bounced off her leg and across the baseline.
Even the player looked like, Jones looked like, oh crap.
Got away with one.
Yeah.
South to inbound. Here's Gonzalez, a runner from the right side of the lane, no good. Rebound goes to Buck. Long lead pass, McLaughlin. What a catch, what a pass, and then McLaughlin missed the layup, and an offensive foul on the rebound, charged to Nicole Weaver. Boy, that was just an unbelievable touch pass. If Peyton Manning or Cam Newton can throw those kind of balls tomorrow, might have a shootout. But that was a beautiful pass by Savannah Buck.
It was. The entire team for Homestead can pass left or right-handed.
52-23. Now Southside with the ball, down by 29. Underneath, Jones goes up, had it blocked by Kistler out of bounds. It belongs to Southside. 2:16 remaining. We're in the third quarter. Homestead 52, Southside 23.
You can just see the frustration on Coach Goodwell's face right now. She's like, what do we do? We had position. We still got blocked.
Nathan will drive and then dish down low. Nice pass. Drew the defense and then bounced it down low to Jones, who lays it in. 52-25. Here's Parker under the basket. And as she gets to the baseline, a bump under the basket and a foul called on Southside. Nadia Gonzalez guilty of the foul, her first. Fourth on the team here in the second half. Both teams with 4 fouls since break. 2:05 left, third quarter. 52-25. Parker launching. Air ball from the near corner. And the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Homestead. Southside will get it. Just 2 ticks under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 52-25 the score. Front court for the Lady Archers. Nathan, right sideline to Nadia Gonzalez. Throws it across the lane. Got Stanford open, and good defense getting over there and covering up Stanford. And here comes Homestead. On the run, McLaughlin to the bucket. She'll get bumped on the shot and go to the free throw line. How quickly did Homestead turn around that rebound to a transition layup attempt? 3 dribbles. That's all it took. Get it down the court so quick. Now McLaughlin to shoot twice at the free throw line, and she nestles in the first. 22 in the game now for McLaughlin, approaching her season average. 53-25 and 54-25. McLaughlin nets another one.
She is 8 for 8 from the foul line. I was going to say it after she made the shot.
Don't want to jinx anybody.
To jinx people as announcers.
1:41 remains. We're in the third quarter here at Homestead with the Lady Spartans in control, 54-25. Southside front court. Darshana Nathan takes it down the lane, tries to put it up at a block, but it goes right into the hands of Denise Chapman under the basket, who puts it in. Chapman again, 17 of Southside's points, and it's 54-27. Now the ball knocked away. McLaughlin got it back. Good, was that McLaughlin? Yeah, it was. Good hustle by Carissa McLaughlin to get it back, and then Rod Parker jumps up off the bench to call a timeout as things were getting sloppy. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. So, Ryan, tomorrow the Super Bowl, Carolina and Denver. Is it the story that so many of the Colts fans and Broncos fans want to see? Is it Peyton Manning winning his final game and riding off into the sunset a la John Elway?
Sorry. I think Carolina's going to win tomorrow. I think it's going to be a closer game than some people anticipate, but I think Cam Newton's going to lead his Carolina Panthers over the Denver Broncos. All that being said, I probably just gave him the kiss of death, and Denver will win tomorrow.
Will it matter, a win or a loss, whether Denver plays or whether Peyton plays next year?
I don't think he's coming back.
Either way,
I have that feeling that he's done. He's done enough for football and for himself. He doesn't need really to prove anything else. He's been a great quarterback.
Just over a minute left. We're in the third quarter. Homestead the basketball, leading 54-27. McLaughlin up top. Parker, right wing Buck in the lane. It's Taryn Klein, triple team, so she kicks in the corner, and Parker's open. And Parker is hitting a three. Madison Parker puts Homestead up by 30, 57-27, and now a steal. Buck picks it away from Gonzalez. The ball's tied up, and the arrow points to Homestead.
Of Madison Parker's 6 made shots, 5 of them are three-pointers. Wow.
And it put so much pressure on the defense because there they did a good job collapsing down in the low block. But when Klein was able to get that pass out to Parker in the corner, it almost counts for 3 before she even gets it. There's a steal in the lane. They stripped it away from McLaughlin. Here comes Southside on the run. Nathan on the right side of the lane puts it up, rims it, no good. And a rebound to Lindley Kistler and a hack on Darshana Nathan. Might have been frustration for Nathan. Missing the running shot, and then on the rebound, she reaches in and got the arm of Kistler. Picks up her second foul.
I could understand how you get frustrated playing against Homestead. I really do.
57-27, 25 seconds left, third quarter. Homestead working offensively right in front of their coach, Rod Parker, and he spreads out the offense. And there's a grab on the perimeter. They'll just come out and grab Savannah Buck. And it will be a 1-and-1 on the 7th team foul. So we're in the third quarter. It's a 30-point game, and Southside's gone to fouling.
We'll see how that works for them.
A 1-and-1 for Savannah Buck. And good. 58-27. Be a long 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And the second one is good. 59-27, a lazy pass against pressure, and it's stolen. McLaughlin to the bucket, layup good. Last 5 seconds, 61-27. Chapman all the way to the rack. She'll score at the buzzer. 61-29, but Denise Chapman with 19 for the Southside Lady Archers. We head to the fourth quarter. Homestead leading it by 32 points. It is high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
This Purdue Sports broadcast is brought to you locally by attorney Randy Kmeyer with the law firm of Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith. Randy Kmeyer is a proud Purdue alumni serving the legal needs of Boiler fans throughout Northeast Indiana. Raised in Fort Wayne, Randy Kmeyer has been serving Northeast Indiana's legal needs for over 20 years and supports Purdue sports and the Purdue Club of Fort Wayne. So, Boiler fans, if you've got legal needs, contact Randy Kmeyer at Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith in downtown Fort Wayne. Call 422-1515 or online at hawkhaney.com.
I'm a college student and could use advice about my student loan.
I had to leave school, but I still have student loans to pay back.
I graduated and got the help I needed to pay back my loan in full.
We're the NFCC, the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, with member offices nationwide that provide comprehensive financial reviews and student loan counseling. Call 877-406-6322 or visit us online at studentloanhelp.org.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
No waiting for us. Action is back on the court, and Southside gets a baseline jumper from Shamari Jackson to start the fourth quarter, 61-31. Shamari Jackson scores her first points of the game. Now Homestead working in the white jerseys. Royal blue letters, numbers, yellow trim. Down low, right block. It's Kistler. A turnaround, no good. Offensive rebound. Parker gives it up to Jasmine Geist, who just re-entered with 4 fouls. And Geist scores from a short left angle. Front court, Southside. All of a sudden, the score is 34-31. Here's a Southside with the basketball, and of course it's not 34-31, but everybody at Homestead wants to know what happened to all our points.
Oh, Southside fans are happy right now. It's a game.
Ball was just knocked away, and it's a turnover against Southside, so Homestead gets the ball back, and according to the scoreboard, it's 34-31. I think it's 64-61 or 64-31, I believe, isn't it?
I think it's 63.
63-31. McLaughlin, and she will drain and add 3 more. And now we're going to have the officials take a timeout to try to sort out what our actual score is.
Well, we had 61 at the end of the half, and they scored 5, so it's 66.
At the end of the quarter.
The end of the quarter, so yeah, 66
to 31 is the official score.
Yeah, I knew my math skills that I received from Concordia helped me out right there. Get
a lot more drama.
Yeah.
And a lot more reason for people to hang on with us when it's a 3 or 4 point game. But they've corrected the score, and it is 66-31 Homestead over Southside. Looks like Lady Spartans will head back to Kokomo for regional action. First round, they'll take on the winner of Snyder East Noble, and we'll try to follow the final on that one. Southside the ball up top. It's Stanford. Gonzalez in the right wing, back to Stanford, top of the key. Throwing up a 3, and no. Rebound. Grabbed by Chapman in the lane. She'll throw up top to Gonzalez. Left side. Whoa. To Jackson, and a big collision, an offensive foul. Jackson drove it right into Buck, who had position, and Savannah Buck draws the charge against Shamari Jackson. That will be Jackson's first foul, and the 8th on the team. Homestead takes over, leading at 66-31. Last 6:10 to play. McLaughlin near the top of the key. Needs somebody to help. Popping all the way out top is Savannah Buck. Puts up her left palm, and a 3-second call.
I haven't seen that called in forever.
It's odd that Savannah Buck was holding the ball in the center circle, and apparently Geist didn't realize her heels were in the lane.
Yeah, and it was crazy because McLaughlin had Denise Chapman guarding her.
Southside in the front court. Throw to the corner to Nathan. Up top, dangerous pass, and it goes off the hands of Stanford. Lead pass from Buck to Geist, and then good hustle by Denise Chapman to knock it away from Jasmine Geist. It goes out of bounds baseline, but that was a basket saver there by Denise Chapman in her hustle. Despite trailing by 35 points, Chapman just gave her all. And on the inbound, they get Kistler wide open at the basket, and she lays it in. As good as that hustle was, they had no reaction at all to Kistler cutting into the lane, and she just lays in the inbound pass. 68-31, and now we've got a foul on Homestead as it comes into the front court. The foul on Lindley Kistler. That's her first, team's 5th. 5:35 remains here at Homestead. Lady Spartans leading at 68-31. Southside inbounds. Shamari Jackson, 28 feet out, left angle, throws right side to Nathan. Back to Jackson near the corner. 3-ball. Good for Shamari Jackson, the 5'7" sophomore. Her first points of the game, and it's 68-34. Lindley Kistler between the rings to Geist, who rotates at right wing Buck. Kistler cuts through the lane, gets the feed from Buck, and then gets bumped from behind. And a foul on Southside will put Lindley Kistler to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. And Joey Stanford just picked up her 4th foul. Stanford, 5 minutes and 10 seconds away from her high school career coming to an end as a senior for the Southside Lady Archers. But it could be earlier than that if she picks up another foul. Kistler at the line, good on the first. She's in double figures and missed the second. 69-34. And Savannah Buck just got called for a foul on the rebound. Rolls her eyes, looks in the sky, knows that was not the smartest play when you've got a 35-point lead, but it's only the first foul on Buck, 6th on the team. Just over 5 minutes left. Homestead leads at 69-34. Pass to the wing, cutting in, stealing it, Kistler. 1-on-1 to the basket. Kistler missed it. Offensive rebound by Carissa McLaughlin, using her body to protect the shot. She flips it up with the left hand and scores. 71-34. Another pass deflected. Another steal. Lead pass. Buck to McLaughlin. Another layup. 73-34. Turnovers for Southside. And we talked about taking care of the basketball before the game, Ryan, that when you turn it over and set up the transition game for Homestead, they're so good. They've got finishers that can take it to the basket. They lead pass so well in transition. And they also hit open threes. And right now they're up 73-34 and a timeout with 4:31 remaining. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find a clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
This is your home for Super Bowl tomorrow on radio. Join Kevin Harlan and the Westwood One team for Super Bowl 50 coverage right here on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. 4:31 remains in the Homestead Sectional Championship game, and the Lady Spartans well on their way to claiming the nets and the trophy, leading at 73-34 over Southside. Southside has the basketball in the front court. There's Stanford skipping it on the left wing to Jackson, goes to the baseline, gets cut off, and then reaching in is Taryn Klein, and she caught the arm of Shamari Jackson. That'll put Jackson to the free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left. First foul on Klein, 7th on the team, 73-34. Homestead the lead, and Southside's Shamari Jackson, a 5'7" sophomore, misses the front end. Denise Chapman got a hand on the rebound, and all the way out here on the perimeter, Southside chases it down. They'll get another chance, feeding the post. Chapman strong in the lane, missed the shot off the back iron. Rebound, Jasmine Geist to Homestead. Gives to the guard, Savannah Buck, crossing the timeline right through the center circle. On the right wing, the pass too far in front of Klein and taken away by Southside. Lady Archers with the ball, front court. Gonzalez up top to Darshana Nathan. Skips it, left wing. Jackson, baseline, Gonzalez, back up top of the key to Nathan. Lost the dribble on the floor. Ball's free, goes out to Gonzalez. She drives, her runner no good, and on the rebound, a lot of contact, and a foul's called on Homestead.
I think that was on Haley's swing. If that is, that's her third foul.
It is the third on Haley's swing with 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the game. And Homestead leading at 73-34. To the line, it'll be a 1-on-1 for Joey Stanford.
Of course, Snyder plays the winner, or Homestead will play the winner of either
missed free throw. Rebound goes to Geist.
Snyder or East Noble, with East Noble leading right now. Start of the fourth quarter, 44-31.
3:25, clock ticks away here in the fourth. Homestead well on their way to the championship. Geist gets it low block and just overpowers Shamari Jackson down low. Geist scores. And now Geist into double figures with 10 points. And it's 75-34. Long skip pass, right corner to left corner, goes to Nathan. Can't do anything with it, so it's up top to Stanford. High post, Chapman. Outside in the wing, Gonzalez launching. A three is an air ball. Grab baseline by Taryn Klein of Homestead. Spartans the ball, 2:50 left. They lead 75-34. Outside, Klein bounces at baseline where Geist shoots from 15 and shot an air ball. Taken by Southside's Joey Stanford. She'll drive. She'll try to throw it up at the basket. Lose the handle. It goes out of bounds, and it's off of Stanford last and belongs to Homestead. Now we're seeing the final players from Homestead's bench starting to come into the game. Kara Geely is a freshman point guard. She'll come in for Savannah Buck. Jasmine Geist will sit down. She's replaced by Tony Taiwo, a 5'9" sophomore. All backups in now for Rod Parker. Taryn Klein, Nicole Weaver, Taiwo, Gailey, and Haley Swing. Two freshmen also out there. And Homestead's JV team went unbeaten this year. So the SAC has that to look forward to. Weaver to the foul line, down the lane, scoops it up, missed the shot, rebound goes to Southside. It's Michaela Caudill with the rebound. 75-34, Homestead comfortably in front. Three ball is short. Free in the lane, a scrum for it, and it's passed off from the knees to a cutting Samari Jackson, who missed the shot. This rebound goes to Homestead. Tomi Taiwo through the center circle, left side line to Weaver. She'll drive to the elbow, bounce at baseline to Swing. 15-footer, no good. Good box out by Joy Stanford for South. Here comes Stanford on the drive. Down the lane to the basket. Too hard off the glass, and the rebound to Homestead's Tomi Taiwo. Minute 38 remains. Clock ticks. Taiwo throws across the timeline to Weaver. Near the corner, Swing. Back up top to Weaver. 1:28. The clock continues to tick away, and we're going to have a substitution whistle. Last two subs coming in for Homestead.
Well, is there any...
And they'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
This Purdue Sports broadcast is brought to you locally by attorney Randy Kmeyer with the law firm of Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith. Randy Kmeyer is a proud Purdue alumni serving the legal needs of Boiler fans throughout Northeast Indiana. Raised in Fort Wayne, Randy Kmeyer has been serving Northeast Indiana's legal needs for over 20 years and supports Purdue sports and the Purdue Club of Fort Wayne. So, Boiler fans, if you've got legal needs, contact Randy Kmeyer at Hawk, Haney, Kmeyer & Smith in downtown Fort Wayne. Call 422-1515 or online at hawkhaney.com.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Brianna Lucas has checked in for Homestead, as has Lauren Cunningham. So Rod Parker emptying the bench with a 75-34 lead, 1:20 left. Homestead the ball. The pass intended for Swing down in the low block, deflected out of bounds baseline. It's last touched by Southside, so Homestead will inbound from under the basket. Kara Geely inbounds it to Taiwo to Cunningham. Geely in the corner, double teamed. And bounces off a body, falls. The ball goes out of bounds, and they'll say it's Southside's ball. And I think the fans might have realized that's more a scoreboard call than anything else. You've got 1:07 left. Team's up by 41. All the backups starting to enter the game, so we'll let Southside play with the pumpkin for a while. There's a drive by Caudill, and it's blocked down low by Lucas, and then a foul by Caudill. And it'll put Brianna Lucas, a 6-foot freshman, to the free throw line. A chance to get points here in the sectional. Get sectional championship points as a freshman. Full career ahead of her. 75-34 with 53 seconds left. And Brianna Lucas, a 6-foot forward. Good on the free throw. Nothing but net. 76-34. Nothing but net on that one. Everybody that steps out there in a Homestead uniform seems like they can just shoot the basketball.
All great form as well.
77-34. Last 45 seconds. Southside front court. Hackbarth from the right wing. Drives in to traffic. Tried to put the ball up. Knocked away. Free ball goes to Southside. Now it's just ugly basketball. It's all over the place. Chapman dives to the floor to get it. Gives it off to Nathan. Short floater in the lane for Nathan, and she gets fouled. And the foul on Tomi Taiwo for Homestead will put Darshana Nathan to the free throw line to shoot 2. After the game, we'll take a timeout and then come back for post-game reaction here at Homestead. Nathan good on the free throw, 77-35. Second one's up. And no good. Rebound goes to Chapman. Her follow is blocked. And on the rebound and over the back. And it'll put Haley Swing to the free throw line at the other end to shoot a pair. Darshana Nathan guilty of the foul. And I think, not sure why Nathan's still out there, the 5'8 junior, with the game no longer in doubt. But I think Juanita Goodwell's just going to let her go ahead and finish the game up. And Swing at the free throw line. Of course, the way Homestead shoots it, Swing good on the first of 2. 78-35. 79-35. Swing, another freshman with a couple of points at the free throw line. Now south side with the ball. Caudill will launch. Long three. No good. Rebound to Geely of Homestead. Smallest player on the floor. 10 seconds left. Ball's in the front court. Cunningham in the corner to Lucas. 5 seconds. Up top to Geely. Outside Taiwo. 2 seconds. 1 second. And there's the horn. Homestead wins the sectional title. Defeats the Southside Lady Archers for the third time this year. Final score 79-35. We'll come back. We've got the postgame coming up here at Homestead. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Before or after the game or anytime, Pizza Hut invites you to come in and enjoy a large, hot-from-the-oven pizza with your choice of crust and toppings beginning at $11. Or have you tried Pizza Hut's award-winning Wing Street Wings? Available in 3 styles and 8 great flavors from mild to hot, Wing Street Wings are crowd pleasers. Want exclusive deals and savings? Become a Hut lover by signing up at pizzahut.com. With dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, order America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings at Pizza Hut. The perfect post-game destination is your convenient hometown Pizza Hut.
You're listening to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
We're back here at Homestead High School. Brett Rump along with Ryan Dellinger. 79-35. Homestead gets a sectional championship. And the Homestead Spartans celebrating with the trophy right now out at center court. And trying to see if we can get Coach Rod Parker to maybe jump up with us. And let's see if...
he's moving to this way.
Yeah, he is moving this way. And we'll get him a headset here, Ryan. If you can pass it along, we'll let him try yours on here real quick and get a quick word. And we'll make it real quick, Coach, because I know there's some ceremonies. You've been through the routine, so you ought to have this down pretty well, but congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Even though you're an overwhelming favorite, I'm sure it's some relief to know that you're on to the next step.
You know, it is, and the important thing tonight, you know, it kind of is tough to beat a team 3 times, and, you know, Juanita does a great job with her program, and so we expected maybe some changes, but our kids played a solid game. I thought we were sharp. I thought we were focused, and we took care of business the way we needed to.
I thought really what impressed me early was your defense. You were able to force a lot of turnovers early, and I think that set the tone.
It did, and I thought for the most part, especially in the first half, we defended Chapman real well. I mean, she got a couple points off some offensive putbacks, but in general, I thought the intensity was very good on the defensive end today. Maybe a few quick shots in the first half, but otherwise we moved the ball well and took care of business.
As a team that's so unselfish and does such a nice job of sharing the basketball, your team needs to do a better job of sharing fouls.
Yeah.
Especially if your name's Jasmine Geis.
Yeah, but you know, it was unfortunate because I thought that she had 2 back-to-back fouls that were pretty cheap. You know, there in the third quarter, or late in the second quarter, I guess, and I thought they went against her, and it was tough. And, you know, I thought I said you did a good job. I thought you played good defense in those 2 situations because you got to play hard, you got to play physical. And I thought she did a pretty good job playing it clean, and unfortunately it didn't go her way.
Well, congratulations, sectional champion, and we'll let you get back to your celebration. What are you doing with all these pieces of net that you're collecting, Rod?
Well, I don't know. I just hope we get to keep collecting them for the kids. You know, that's the goal. And we made the first step, and now obviously we got to put a lot of attention in next week because it's going to be a tough regional, and we'll go down there and compete and do our best.
You know, I'm surprised because there's a lot of schools in town. If you win a sectional in your home gym, you don't get to take the net down, and on Monday it goes right back up.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. So,
congratulations, Rod.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Rod Parker joining us, the coach of the Homestead Lady Spartans, and Homestead a 79-35 5 winner. Taking a look at some of the final numbers here, we'll throw it over to my partner, Ryan Dellinger.
First for the Southside Archers, another good season for Juanita Goodwell's team. Darshana Nathan had 2 points. Shamari Jackson Lake got 5 points. Makiba Jones had 6. Nadia Gonzalez had 3. And leading the way for the Lady Archers was Tanise Chapman, 19 points and 10 boards. She didn't even start tonight.
No, but she was really the star of the night for Southside. When she got in there, I thought she played really well. Rod Parker said we did a good job defending her early in the game. I wonder if he realizes she didn't start early in the game. Maybe that's the only reason they were able to defend her, was because she was sitting on the bench. Because once she got out there, she did a very nice job.
Yeah, and she played very, very rough and physical with the inside players for the Spartans. So for the Lady Spartans, their scoring goes as follows. Brianna Lucas had 2 points off the bench. Jasmine Geis had 12 points and 6 rebounds. Lindley Kistler had 10 points and 7 rebounds. Haley Swing off the bench had 2. Savannah Buck had 3. Maddie Parker with a hot first half ended up with 18 points and 2 rebounds. And Carissa McLaughlin ended with 32 points and 6 boards for the Lady Spartans. So, man, what a dominating win once again by the Lady Spartans.
Trying to see if we could maybe get some of the players, but we're stuck up here on headsets. We can't get down there to get some of the players. But, of course, Homestead, you know, even though you almost expect and anticipate that it's a foregone conclusion, you know, it's still something where they've got some relief, and you hope that they do enjoy the moment. But next week, Homestead will move on to the Kokomo Regional. They'll play the second game of the early session against the winner from East Noble, between East Noble and the Snyder Lady Panthers. I'll tell you what, we'll let DC know that we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to try to talk to a couple of the players. It'll give us a chance to get down there and maybe round a couple of the players up before we wrap things up. But again, our final score, 79-35, Homestead over Southside. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
Technology moves at the speed of innovation, and today, that's lightning fast. So when you get your hands on the latest tech, don't forget to do the right thing with your old devices. Recycle them. The Consumer Electronics Association and its members are making recycling your old tech device as easy as purchasing new ones. Just go to greenergadgets.org, type in your zip code, and you'll instantly find the responsible recycling location closest to your home. You'll also find lots of tips to simplify your recycling, like asking the store where you buy your new TV if they'll haul away your old one. Television sets, video game consoles, smartphones, tablets, they're all recyclable. Don't let them clog up your local landfill. Just visit greenergadgets.org. You're sharp enough to get the latest tech tools into your home. Now be responsible enough to get your old devices to the recycler. That's greenergadgets.org.
Did you know 26 million Americans have kidney disease and most don't know it?
The day I was diagnosed, I didn't know what to do. I called the National Kidney Foundation, and the young lady who answered stayed on the phone with me and walked me through step by step. She too was surviving kidney disease, and she showed me there could be life after kidney disease.
Visit the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org. Now, you know.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Back at Homestead High School, where Homestead is the sectional champion, 79-35 over the Southside Lady Archers. Joined here courtside by Homestead senior guard Savannah Buck. And as a senior, obviously you take on the role of being one of the leaders out there. But how tough is it to have a team ready and focused when you've already beaten a team twice this year?
Oh, it's extremely hard. We really had to stay focused as we got practice. We could not overlook this game. Obviously, you lose, you done. So we really had to stay focused as we got practice, and we just had to play our game and make sure we stayed in it with them. So
thought the defense was particularly strong early, and it seemed like you really attacked them on double teams and forced some turnovers.
Yes, yeah, we tried to. They normally like to press us and get up in our girls, so we tried to a little bit reverse psychology. So we tried to get up in them a little bit and force some turnovers, and just play some good defense.
So next week, heading on to the regional, I'm just wondering, as you collect nets at all of these championships, now as a senior, you've got quite a few pieces of nets. What do you do with all that net? I mean, you've got to have a whole room full of net.
Oh, yeah, they're hanging up in my room. I got labels on them. They're pretty special to me. So these are times that I'm never going to forget.
And where are you going next year, by the way, as a senior?
St. Francis.
Going to go to St. Francis. Wonderful.
Yep.
Savannah, congratulations. It's good, too. What does it mean to have your sister here?
Oh, it's amazing. I don't get to see her much. Obviously, she plays at Butler University, and she's just an awesome person. I look up to her so much, and to have her here watching me play is just an awesome feeling, and it's a blessing.
Well, thank you for taking time with us, and congratulations.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Savannah Buck joining us. And now, real quick, we'll get a word with Carissa. And Carissa McLaughlin joining us. I think it was 32 points was the final number. It was a kind of a quiet 32, a lot of it out of transition. But Carissa, when you go home tonight, do you envision some of the ones that didn't go in? You had some of those looks that I know you usually hit.
Right. It's tough sometimes. I know I'm going to be off every once in a while, but you just got to keep on playing and learn from it. And yeah, after the game, I'm kind of like, shoot, I wish I would have made that, but it's all right at the end.
Well, a good game still. Now, I talked to Savannah about this, but being up and being ready for a team you've already beaten twice before, how important was it to get that early start and take any confidence they may have come in with and take it away early?
It was definitely important. I think we just did just that. We came out and executed well with our game plan and came out with so much energy and heart, and you could definitely tell that we wanted to win this championship and move on, and I thought we did that.
I thought you really put a lot of effort into the defense early, too, because it was forcing turnovers that got you off to that early start.
Right. Coach put emphasis on before the game and said defense wins championships. And the first time we played them, our defense was really well. And second time, we let them score 50 points, and our defense wasn't as good. And so this game, we did just that. We played great defense and locked up, and it led to our offense.
All right. Well, congratulations, sectional champion.
Thank you.
Carissa McLaughlin joining us, Homestead junior guard, who put up 32 points in this one and had a big game leading Homestead to the championship. So, Ryan, I guess we aren't surprised. Homestead takes care of business, and now they roll on into the regional next week, where they will take on, I believe, East Noble.
Yeah, East Noble did beat Snyder tonight, so that will be their opponent in the first game. The other game is Carmel versus Zionsville.
And that'll be a big one because, obviously, Carmel went to the slowdown tactic here when they played Homestead.
And they did that again tonight. They only won 47-41 over Westfield.
Well, it was 34-30 against Homestead, and you know how Homestead puts up points. So Homestead the winner. We're going to wrap things up. We want to thank D.C. Hendricks back in the studio for being our studio producer all night long. And congratulations to Rod Parker, Joe Updegrove, the athletic director, and all of the Homestead Lady Spartans. They're your sectional champions here at Homestead with a win over the Southside Lady Archers, 79-35. So for Ryan Dellinger, I am Brett Rump. Thanks again for listening to this special high school sports presentation brought to you by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Hey, are you having a party for the big basketball tournament again this year?
No, my wife said she hated all those people invading her kitchen.
I had that same problem until I got my basement remodeled in my new wet bar by Serenity Kitchen and Bath.
Serenity Kitchen and Bath? I didn't know